Continuing on with our tips and tricks for Sage Intacct, I'm going to show you how you can reorder this entry screen to pull in the dimensions that you are most commonly coding to. So I'm in my project direct cost journal entry, and it's bringing up some of these dimensions that I'm not necessarily ever going to use. And I definitely want to make sure that I have my project, my cost code, my cost type on this main screen, because I'm always going to have to be coding to them when I'm putting in a PDCJ transaction. So in order to move that around, I'm going to hit more actions in the top right hand corner, and I'm going to hit edit entries layout. Then it's going to show me all of the possible dimensions that I can code to in this transaction. So I do want project, so I'm going to put my cursor over project, drag it up until I see this little gray box and drop it in. I also want cost code, so I'm going to put my cursor over that, drag it up, drop it in, same with cost type. And then this doc that's up here on my main screen, I'm not concerned with, so I'm going to put my cursor over that and then drag it down here until I see this gray box, drop it in here. I'm going to take it off my main screen because I do not want that there. Department, I'm not necessarily going to be coding to that, so I'm going to just drag that down. Employee, I'm not concerned with, I'm going to drag that down. Allocations, not concerned with that either, going to drag that down. I am always going to have to code to location and Intacct, so I'll leave that there to make sure that it's filled in. My debits and credits, I'm going to leave, and my memo. And then say within the main screen, you want to move around your columns, that's totally fine. So let's say for my billable checkbox, I want that closer to the front. So I'm going to put my cursor over that until I get this arrow, and then I'm going to drag it over here and I'm going to put it over beside item. So this is how I want my main screen, my main entry screen to look. This is what makes the most sense for me for what I'm coding. So I am going to leave that alone, and then I'm going to click apply layout changes to all forms. So if I am creating a new one, if I'm editing it, or if I'm just viewing it, I want to be able to see this exact layout. So yes, I'm going to check that off and I'm going to save it. So when you make these changes to your entries layout, that is going to affect all users. It happens across the board. So just do remember to keep that in mind. And this is also functionality that is available across Intacct. So let's say if I go to my AP bills, I can do the same thing in there. If I add a transaction, I can hit more actions, edit entries layout, and I can move around these dimensions however makes the most sense for me and the coding that I need to do for my particular business. In accounts receivable, if I'm putting in an invoice, an AR invoice, same thing, I can add more actions, edit entries layout, move around those dimensions. So order entry, purchasing, you can do the same thing. It happens across Intacct, and it's very useful because you obviously want to be able to see the dimensions that you need to go to on the main screen. So it does change it across the board, and you're going to want to make sure that you hit that checkbox for save to all forms if you want it to save when you're editing, when you're creating, and when you're viewing. So hopefully that is helpful.